All right, so is there audio working? There's a lot of delay if it isn't. Alright, so is there audio working? Wow, that's about a 15-second delay. That's terrible. Oh, well, that's how it goes, I guess. Why would you do that? Okay, thanks to the 3 people that are in here. Oh, let's get that going. A lot of moisture in the air. Remember what I said to you about the picture being better on here? There you go, see? Straight away, beautiful picture. That is so much clearer, isn't it? Wow. I'm wondering if my stream elements will work in here. Okay, so I need to link that. I'll come back to that. Log in with YouTube. Thank you. I've got a blank there. Oh. Hey. Multi-platform activity feed, you can't do that. On Twitch, bud, you'll get in trouble. Let's do that again. Okay, so the commands aren't there, but the moderation's there. Excellent. All right, let's go. That's a bit of weed, I think. Thanks to everyone that's come across from the other platform. Okay, well that's interesting. That had the tail bitten off. Alright, we're going to have to go to a grub tail in a minute, little 3-inch. I'm going to go until I'm tired. And away we go. Oh, nice. Whatever that bird is, I think it's having a good time. Sean, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream, bud. What's going on? Is the audio okay, Sean? Kohler is a very famous German name, isn't it? As in the Kohler engines? Best Stuff Media, how are you, bud? Thanks to everyone that's come in. 7 viewers, excellent. That's 7 viewers more than I thought I was going to get. Anyway, welcome everyone. What are you doing? Wait, what was that? I just saw a silver flash in the water quite close to shore, fam. Yeah, when I was working as a gardener, we had a Husqvarna ride-on mower with a Kohler motor. Never had a problem with it. Very good quality motors. Ross, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. Mate, sorry to hear about your foot, Ross. That's terrible. Oh. And the thing is, with a foot, it affects you because you can't walk, you know? So... That's exactly right, Ross. It affects your fishing, bud. And people, I would really appreciate it if you would either give it a like or a dislike for the live stream. It just lets YouTube know that we're doing things, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, if you like the content, leave a like. If you dislike the content, just leave a dislike. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, so... One thing I like about fishing at night when there's no one around, like late, it's just the serenity. Don't like the cold that's creeping in across the river. But yeah, it's just the serenity of being here, you know, on your own. It's you against the river, you know what I mean? And you're trying to deceive a wild animal into taking something that's artificial that looks like a food source. The challenge of that is fantastic, you know. So yeah, I'm not going to use baits much from now on. I might use them down the beach, obviously, because that's my jam, if you know what I'm saying. But in terms of the river fishing, I find it far more challenging to use lures. Hey Roscoe, you tried any fly fishing for carp yet, bud, or you're just going to stick to the boilies? Oh, beautiful cast. Time on my side. Oh dear. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Just give me a second, I'll just go to Discord and let everyone know that we're live on YouTube. Mainly float fishing, size 12 hook. Sweet corn, flies for the trout. Oh, where's your sense of adventure? Okay, Sean. So what do you do instead of fishing to chill out, mate? They don't hit your lures. Yeah, mullet are very hard to catch on lures. Best stuff media. The best thing to do for mullet, mate, is just get a square piece of bread, right, and cut it into similar sized pieces, whether it's 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre, 1.5 centimetres by 1.5 centimetres, whatever. And then what you do is you cast it out with no weight. Excuse me. And you make sure that the bread that you've got on your hook is the same size as the bread that you burl it up with. And yeah, that's one way of getting them. So thank you very much to the 10 people that have tuned in. Fantastic. Now, that's not it. There it is, right. The last lure that caught fish in this river was chartreuse. Which is that. But this time of year, usually reds seem to work quite well, like bloodworm colours. But anyway, we'll find out. No, that's an old Mr. Twister rig. Let's do this. There's a name that people probably haven't heard for a long time, Mr. Twister. They were the original soft plastics in Australia all those years ago. Now people, see this, right? This is why fishing is always that great unknown, and there's no right and there's no wrong, okay? I threw every single popular coloured soft plastic at fish in the river last year, right? And the one really good fish that we got was on a chartreuse tail. Looks like nothing that swims in the river. But you've got to remember, how things look in the water is different to how they look in the air, you know what I mean? And how we see them is different to how fish see them. Oh. All right, let's send this out. Beautiful cast. What I'm doing there is using a 3-inch grub tail. With the 3-inch grub tail, what that does is that puts a bit more weight on the hook as well, or in this case the jig head. We get mullet in this river too, Best Stuff Media. So we I haven't fished for them yet with bread and that sort of stuff, but I will be this year, you know. Thank you very much to the 14 people that are in here watching. As you can see, the picture quality is much clearer. So I use fluorescent yellow braid, or in this case, I use the Dyneema, like fluoro yellow or green or whatever it is. And all you need to do, basically, Best Stuff Media, is just see where it is at the end of your rod tip, you know. It's really important to know where your line is when you're fighting fish as well, which is what I'm hoping. Yeah, squidding. Yeah, a lot of people are into that, Sean. Nothing wrong with that, mate. The old squiddly diddlies are lovely, bud. So you obviously fish them for food. Nice one. What's your favourite way to cook them, Sean? I know that the Greeks will cook squid with like a rice stuffing. That's meant to be very nice. Biggest problem with squid is a lot of people just fry it to death, you know. I think from memory with squid, what is it? You only need like 30 seconds to a minute or something. Squid are a cephalopod, aren't they? I can't remember. Okay. This has been so good for my stress tonight, famo. Lovely. Oh, nice one. Very nice, Sean. Yeah, squid's that tender when you catch it fresh. If you mix it with chili oil, Usually it'll fry in the chili oil, you know, so. What a beautiful night. The river's glassed off. Nice. Thanks to the 11 people that are still in here. I honestly didn't think we'd reach double figures tonight, but that's all right. We are going to be spending a lot more time live streaming on YouTube this year. So, if you're new to the stream, welcome. This is Australis Fishing. My name's Jim. Never afraid to fail on live streams. I'm using lures. I want to use some fly gear as well, but it's starting to get a bit chilly and I'm starting to get a bit sniffly. As you get older, you appreciate good health, mate. You know what I mean? So, thanks, Best Stuff Media. Yeah, even if it, look, whatever, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So if you like the stream, click like. If you don't like it, or you don't like me, we'll click dislike. But YouTube still treats it as activity, you know? As you can see by the hot steam coming out of the breath, you know. Oh, thanks, Sean. Yeah, we haven't streamed on YouTube since, what is it? Last year, I think. But this season, I did say to everyone we're going to be doing a lot more YouTube live streams, so that's where we're at with it, you know. Thanks for coming in, Sean. Live streaming's a numbers game, my friend. You've got to be able to, you know, hopefully keep everyone's interest. Oh, starting to yawn flat out. I need a snooze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, now there's a bump. What is that? It's definitely not structure. We've got a sandy bottom here. Excuse me. The old fingers are starting to get a bit numb, people. Oh, thank you, Sean. Now, I think we've got some dolphins hunting in close. We'll find out in a second. That's weird. Oh, Michael Morse, how are you? Yeah, it's a bit cold, bud, but anyway, that's fishing, isn't it, pal? So are you in Europe, Sean, or Australia, or? If they're not here tonight, we're going to have to fish further downstream next time. Thank you very much to the 15 people that have tuned in. Still on there really well. See, this is the trade-off too. I'm using 20 pound leader. I don't think they like that, it's a bit thick. WA, Collie. Oh, okay, mate, yes. Collie does get minus up there, Sean. Oh, a lot of good freshwater fishing in Collie. Really good freshwater fishing, mate. Plenty of perch in the gorge there. Biggest trout I've ever seen, or one of the biggest trout I've ever seen, was in the Collie River, but right upstream. Those waves are starting to crash in. Yeah, I'm in WA too, Sean. Two best states to be in, WA and blind drunk apparently. I might have a beer before I go to bed tonight to help me relax. Oh, turn on my side. Oh, that's not working. Whew. What do you fish for in Collie, Sean? You just go for your redfin perch and trout? I could quite happily stay here all night, people, just flicking lures around. One of the biggest mulloway I've hooked in this river has been at night. I had to wait till everybody buggered off. You don't fish up there? Okay, bud. Oh. What's the time now? Oh, it's 20 to 11. That is way past my bedtime. Still going to be an hour and 15 minutes before the fish come on the bite anyway, normally. No, I don't think I can stay up that long. I need to get some sleep, fam. Love being near water. There's something different about the air when you're near water. There's not anyone near my car, is it? Anybody think I was a smoker? That's your hot breath going into the cold air. Well, the salt water is rifling into the river now. Beautifully. Well, Best Stuff Media, prior to last year, I've caught and released about 70 mulloway just on lures in this river, live on stream. And with the bull sharks, mate, you got to be careful, bud, because When you fish for bull sharks, if you're using spleen and that sort of stuff, you'll attract more of them into the river. I can't believe they let the schools do their triathlons here, you know, right? And with the bream in the Collie River, the Bunbury side of Forest Highway, bud. But the biggest problem with the bream in the Collie River is the fish kill that we get every winter. So, you know. And with the tailor, yeah, they do like to hit a slice, but the tailor can spawn in here as well, mate, you know. Oh, it's getting sniffly. Yeah, if you watch the streams, Best Stuff Media, I'll teach you how to catch mulloway on soft plastics in the Collie, mate. A lot of it comes down to spots as well. So if you want bream, you've got to be in the more brackish section. Okay, so, you know. We have got, I have got a YouTube live stream in the channel on file where we caught and released, I think, 12 or 13 black bream in one fishing session on the Collie. That was a great day. It's one of the best days I've had fishing in the Collie, but they're few and far between, you know. Oh, they are Best Stuff, but they're never gonna, you know, prioritise tourism with your fishing over food, if you know what I mean. When you get those first rains and that sort of stuff, it just washes in all the fertilisers, sprays and topsoils from the surrounding farmlands. You should see how the water's starting to come into the river now, people. It's starting to rifle in. We'll just see if I can keep awake, eh? Always best to fish any river on high tide, fam. Yeah. Don't worry about the canals, mate, because you've got to be careful with that too, bud, because they've got a lot of private owners in those canals. I deliberately don't fish the canals. Someone just shined a spotlight. Where did they do that from? A boat or they're walking along? No, they're walking along. The only problem is we're at the stage when there's more people than fish now, Famo. That's why they cop such a hammering, if you know what I mean. The one thing that I find really frustrating about the Leschenault Inlet is when the crab season starts December 1st and they just absolutely destroy everything. So oh, right. When you say personal best, you mean personal best bream or? Yeah, I don't do personal bests, mate. I just, yeah, we're not tournament anglers, you know what I mean? So the fish that are around nowadays are a lot smaller than the old days too, so there's not as many either. nice one. Yeah, best stuff, mate. Yeah, best thing to do, mate, don't type that in a live chat, bud. Right? Don't type that in a live chat, mate, because what'll happen is the next time you go out there, there'll be 40 people fishing that. I know you're trying to pass on knowledge and that. I'll give you a rundown on that, bud. Years ago, I took this guy fishing in the Swan River, right, and I caught a heap of flathead and flounder. He didn't catch anything. The next day, he rocked up with 4 mates and a sugar bag. And, you know, he goes, oh, I've got to feed my family. And I went, bud, you're twice my size. You feed just fine, you know. And, yeah, with all that sort of thing, mate, you've just got to be very careful with the information that you give out because, you know, I just saw someone, he's got a cast net. I don't think you're allowed to use them. Anyway, I'll give fisheries a call in a minute. We're not allowed to use it in the Collie River, I know that much, so maybe it was still on the inlet side. It's going to be another hour and 15 minutes before the Mulloway come up anyway, fam, so it's no different for blue manna crabs in the river as well. You need high tide for the blue manna crabs, never go on low tide. There's not enough habitat for them, you know. All right, let's have a few more casts. What's the time? Wow, it's 10 to 11. That's very late for me. I'm not in an old people's home or anything, but still, I've got a 5 a.m. start in the morning. So, oh dear. Yeah, we're going to have to move further down for the croakers, I think, tomorrow or the day after. We'll figure it out, though. Oh. Thankfully, the tides are wrong during the day, so that will protect them at night, if you know what I mean. So, what birds are they? Winged ones. All right, well, our test for YouTube went very well. So that's actually the first time it's linked up straight away in a while. Oh, excuse me. Beautiful. Whew. I personally think all netting should be banned in all recreational waterways. Drop nets, cast nets, gill nets, it should all be banned. That's not fishing to me, that's netting, you know. But anyway. I think that's why they didn't come right the way around the corner, because they saw someone else here with the light. What I'll do, mate, is I will remove the live chat replay from the upload for the VOD. So, alright. One night when I fished here live on stream a few years ago and I was with my wife, I hooked a big stingray on a hand line and I hooked a mulloway at the same time. I couldn't flip and believe it. I got rid of one and I lost the other one, you know. You wait for a bite and then when it all happens, it happens, you know. All right, Famo. Well, look, I was going to wait until midnight for the fishing and that sort of stuff. But like I said to you, I work for myself, so I've got to go and get on top of things at work. I just basically wanted to do like a little test on the YouTube live stream again, which it's passed with flying colours. Thank you very much to the 8 people that are in here that are still watching. All right, really appreciate the fact that you're giving up your time to watch the stream. I'm going to head home. I've got a 5 AM staff, so Best Stuff Media, Sean Kohler, Michael Morse, and everyone else that's come in, and everyone that's in chat. Well, give me the Roscoe, of course. Anyway, thank you very, very much. I'm going to sign out. We will be doing YouTube streams 2 or 3 times a week, okay? And we'll mix it up with the Twitch streams. And thank you very, very much. And really appreciate you watching. And see you soon. We've got a YouTube short coming out at 6 o'clock in the morning. So once we start doing more streams and that again, once I can get on top of work, we'll make sure that we'll take it from there. So thanks everyone, really appreciate you giving up your time to watch the stream. See you in the next one. Why won't it let me end it?